Lawrence of Arabia will give you the basic roadmap for why the Middle East is what the Middle East is today. Why is Columbus sailing the ocean blue? Because the spice routes, the spice routes go from Asia through Turkey.
Welcome to Everything is Everything Else, where my permanent guest, Michael, connects things that don't seem to be connected. In this episode, Michael explains how the events of World War I led to the current map of the Middle East.
What's a good movie to watch on Netflix streaming?
Well, the best thing out there right now is Peter O'Toole and Lawrence of Arabia.
Wait, the best? It's the best thing to watch?
Yeah, of all the movies that are all possible movies on Netflix and stuff.
Okay.
The one you want to watch is Lawrence of Arabia.
All right. Why?
Because Lawrence of Arabia will give you the basic roadmap for why the Middle East is what the Middle East is today. The Ottoman Empire had sided with Germany in World War I. And so the British and the French...
Wait, what's Lawrence of Arabia about? Is it about World War I?
Oh, it's a World War I movie.
It's a World War I movie.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
That the Ottoman Empire is the area consisting of what is now modern-day Turkey, the Levant, Iraq, Saudi Arabia.
Wait, there's no modern day Levant. There's no modern day Levant. What do you mean? Modern day? You said modern day Turkey. I mean, is there a modern day Levant? I mean,
well, I say that
I know people are bringing it up now. The word Levant.
Yeah, Levant.
What is Levant? I mean,
it'd be Jordan, Syria, the area of Israel, Palestine.
Okay, all right. So there's no
what they used to call the
So
Near
modern day
East.
Turkey, Jordan, Syria, Palestine is the Ottoman Empire, but it continues through Iraq.
It also through it used to also reach through North Africa.
Okay.
And
what about
Iraq? Iraq,
Iran?
Saudi Arabia, not Iran. Iran was Persia.
Persia. Okay.
So they were always a separate entity.
Okay.
And as they say, they still kind of view themselves as different and better than everyone else.
Oh, the Iranians, the Persians.
Yes,
got
the
it.
Persians.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because they have the Peacock Throne.
Okay.
But,
all right. We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that. But the Ottoman Empire and Germany have ties going back for centuries of economic and trade.
Okay.
And so when World War I starts, the Ottomans side with Germany. And as I said, on one hand...
And Germany was battling...
Germany was battling...
I know they're battling England.
They're battling England and France.
And France.
And Russia.
And
And
okay.
Italy started off with the Germans and then switched to being anti-German.
Got it. So it's the Germans and the Ottoman Empire versus everybody around there.
Yeah, it was Germany and the Ottoman Empire versus the world.
The world. Got it.
So I said the World War.
Got it.
And eventually versus America.
Got it. Right. Okay.
And so the war in Europe in France comes down to trench warfare and a stalemate.
Okay.
So the idea is trying to find this back door.
Okay.
To end the war by by disconnecting Germany and the Ottoman Empire. And so the idea is that the Ottoman Empire is made up of Turks who are ruling over a multicultural empire of various different nationalities and tribes.
And where's the capital?
The capital is in Istanbul, or what used to be Constantinople.
Okay.
And so the idea that the British have is if they can incite national feelings into all of these different groups, these groups will then unite to bring down the Ottoman Empire and then split the region into its constituent nationalities and parts.
Oh, I see.
And so that's how the Middle East goes from being one unified entity to being the large number of nations that it is today.
Were people generally unhappy in the Ottoman Empire, or happy, or was serene?
As I say, it's always some people are happy, some people are unhappy.
All right, okay. Bad question. All right.
No, it's a good question because on one hand, it seemed as if this was helpful. It seemed as like what people wanted was their own national cultures, their own national
individual
language.
Jordan, Syria.
Yeah, that people were very excited about having an individual nation that they could be proud of. But there's also still this idea of we all should be one great Islamic empire, which is where you have the both Bin Laden and ISIS talk about bringing back the Caliphate. And the Caliphate is what is abolished with the collapse of the Ottoman Empire.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
And so basically...
That's what they called it? Like that word was used? The Caliphate?
Oh yes, they understood themselves to be the Caliphate.
The Ottoman Empire.
The Ottoman Empire.
I see. And they were rivals with the Persians around there?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And
or Persia. I don't know what to say. All right,
so as they say, there's the kind of thing like the amputated limb will always itch. And so once this unified Islamic empire is destroyed, there's still in the back of people's minds like, maybe the better solution would be if we still had the Ottoman Empire.
I got it. All right.
And we still had a caliphate.
Okay.
And so now people are trying to roll back things from the situation after Lawrence of Arabia to put the caliphate back together.
Got it. Okay, but back to Lawrence.
In Lawrence,
so they're trying to get the back door
yes.
into the Ottomans. Okay.
Because the idea is that they will work with various tribal leaders or national leaders who will then fight the Turks and help break up the Ottoman Empire into its constituent parts.
Okay.
And Lawrence is trying to. He's a true. The British used to have a term of going native. That you would spend your time in one of the colonies or one of the different exotic outposts, and you would adopt that culture. And so in the movie, we see the Lawrence of Arabia character, Peter O'Toole, start off as a British officer and slowly start dressing in Arabian clothes, eating Arabian food, and evolving into having more affinity with the Arabians he is fighting with than with his high command back in Egypt. And so in the end, the British become very distrustful of him because they see him as promoting the interests of the people of Arabia as opposed to the British Empire. And the movie does a very good job of showing how the British made all sorts of the British and the French make all sorts of promises to these people and then don't carry through.
And do what instead?
Well,
they become the rulers?
Yeah, they'll set them up as a nation state, but they will still control the all the infrastructure and all the things that matter.
I got it.
And one of the final scenes of the movie is.
Wait, I don't know if you should give it away.
Oh, I have to.
All right. Go on. All right. Who's gonna watch it? Right.
Well, you haven't seen it by now.
Right. Okay. No,
but
it's still worth watching.
It's still worth watching.
All right. Got it.
It's that powerful that even if you know. I don't
think you're going to evoke the imagery of this final scene, as to its full extent. So whatever.
No, I will not. But after when they're carving up the remains of the Ottoman Empire, the British say, well, of course, you can have the throne room and you can have the Chancellery building and you can have this, but we will run the telephone system, we will run the electrical works, we will run the gas company. And Lawrence is like, and they're happy saying, hey, we get to have the palace. And Lawrence says, no, these are the things you really want. It's the banks and the phone company and the electrical grid that are what really make a nation, hold a nation together and what its real power is.
I got it.
And so he's saying, you're getting caught up in the idea of a flag. You really need to focus on having these components that are the powers behind the throne. And so the situation that they end up with is that, it's supposedly this is a deal that will make everyone happy. Is that the people are liberated, they now have their own nation states, but the British and the French still control all of the things that matter in the infrastructure and making the money.
And so Lawrence, how does he end up? Like, is he despondent? Does he stay with his newfound?
Well, that I can't tell you because then that is the true ending of the movie.
All right, we'll leave it there.
What his final outcome is.
I got it. Okay.
But the movie is based on his autobiography, The Seven Pillars of Wisdom, which is a wonderful book. As I say, if you want to like start figuring out what happened to the Middle East and what went wrong in the Middle East, and why it's always like the reason there's going to be World War III is there's going to be a war in the Middle East. This is where it all starts. That this transition from the Ottoman Empire to the colonial empires.
Got it. And but there's always a start before the start. So briefly, or however possible, like what I think you were saying, the Byzantine Empire preceded the Ottoman Empire.
Oh yes.
And how did the I mean things keep going back. So how
well,
did
as I say,
Ottomans
this is
enter the
quite
scene?
literally like rolling before the before the before.
Right.
Alexander the Great.
No. Maybe there's another
He was
video.
great.
Let's wrap it up.
No. We'll do this in a minute.
All right.
Alexander the Great is great because
But
what
was he in charge of?
he was a Greek from Macedonia,
Okay.
and he set out to first conquer the Greek world because the Greek world was made up of a whole number of small city-states.
Okay.
And
Is this preceding the Byzantine Empire?
Oh yes.
All right.
But this is essential.
How do you do this in 60 seconds?
I will. Just trust me.
All right.
So, the Greek world is made up of tiny little city-states.
Okay.
Alexander comes in, conquers all those, makes his one unified Greek.
Where's he coming from?
He comes in from Macedonia.
What's Macedonia?
Macedonia is this area, it's Greek-speaking area that's kind of above where the Greek nation is today.
Okay. He comes in from Macedonia, brings all the Greek.
Brings all the Greeks together into
Okay.
one nation.
Okay.
The Greeks now
Calling
is a
itself
unified. They're Helena. They're calling
Okay.
themselves the Greeks.
All right, great.
Hellenic. And so then the Greeks wash over the Near East, taking over the area that's now Turkey and
All right.
Levant.
I don't like the word wash.
Egypt.
But anyway, they conquer. it
And they
sounds like.
conquer. And but I mean, they quite literally are just this great wave.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
That's why I say wash
All
over.
right. Well, yeah.
And so this is how the Near East and Egypt get incorporated into the Greco-Roman world,
Okay.
which is why I had to proceed with Alexander the Great.
Okay.
And so then the Romans take over the Greco-Roman lands.
Okay.
And so at its peak, the Roman Empire is going from England through Egypt through the whole Mediterranean basin.
Uh-huh. Is this after Alexander the Great?
This is after
The
Alexander
Romans.
the Great. The Romans.
All right, got it.
And then the Roman Empire simply becomes too unmanageable,
Right.
so they break it in half.
Uh-huh.
Where there's the Eastern Roman Empire and the Western Roman Empire.
Okay. Right.
And the
okay.
capital of the Western Roman Empire is Rome,
Got it.
and the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire is Constantinople,
Which is where in modern
which
day?
is now Istanbul.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Istanbul is now Constantinople.
Okay.
And so the Turks then wash over the Byzantines and slowly eat away at the Byzantine Empire.
The Byzantine Empire was the eastern part of what
The
was
Eastern
formerly
Empire,
the Roman.
Eastern part of the Roman Empire.
Okay, and then the Turks managed to conquer the Byzantines.
Yes,
Okay, and create the Ottoman Empire.
and create the Ottoman Empire.
Got it. Okay, so there are a lot of empires that preceded the Ottoman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, Roman.
Mhm.
And before the Roman, you had Alexander the Great.
Yes.
What was his empire called?
Just the Empire of Alexander the Great.
All right, and preceding him, people were sort of left to their own devices.
Well, it's preceding him, as I say, like
Right.
if you start looking at the kind of various empires that rise and fall in the Near East,
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's literally like 20 or 30.
All right,
of them.
all right.
But the one thing we have to end with
Uh-huh.
is when Constantinople falls in 1453
To
to the Turks,
okay,
and
Constantinople was part of the Byzantine Empire. Falls to the Turks. Okay.
falls to the Turks,
Uh-huh.
and
what year?
1453.
Okay.
And we all know Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492.
Okay.
Why is Columbus sailing the ocean blue? Because
I
the
don't know.
spice
Why is that?
routes, the spice routes go from Asia
Uh-huh.
through Turkey,
Uh-huh.
through Constantinople.
Ah.
And so now that the Turks run Constantinople,
Uh-huh.
they're making the Europeans pay much more
Ah.
for all the goods that
Ah,
used to come
interesting.
from the East.
Ah.
And so at that point, the Europeans say, we want a direct route to the East,
Ah.
so we don't have to pay the Turks all of the
So the
excise
Turks led to the
taxes.
creation, discovery of, well, not the discovery, the conquering of North America.